Hello, welcome to a new unboxing and testing. Today will be the new Eachine machine from Banggood. Well, this is the first hexacopter providing an HD camera, mini size format. So this is the X6 model. Okay, here is the box. Very nice design box, well, it could be a great shoe pair, and you have a very nice quality box. So what we'll find inside? We'll find the quadcopter, well, the hexacopter itself. So, well, taking the shape of strawberry cake, a flying one, if I can say. Well, I will look in detail later at the quadcopter, but you can immediately notice the HD camera module business. Okay, so what also you will find the transmitter, in wide format. Okay, you have an LCD display, okay, black and white format display, but you have an LCD one. Okay, I will explain later the role of each button. And what you will find also, you will find a bag with a 6 props guard. Okay, so you will need to remove individually each props to install it, and each prop guards, are seems to be more or less okay, but probably is not protecting very well from direct frontal shock, but it's already very good. What also you will find 2 bags with 3 spare props each. So, well, it's assumed to have at least 2 counterclockwise and 1 clockwise in one bag, and the open zits in the other bag. So, okay, so in total you will have 3 clockwise and 3 counterclockwise. Okay, and finally, you will find this USB charging cable, so ending with this micro LED connector. Okay, so it's announced to charge the battery within 40-50 minutes. Okay, so usually don't be confident too much in such kind of USB charger, because usually they are using a very strong amperage, so over the time it can damage your LiPo battery. I prefer a real charger. It's a good investment to buy a real one if you want to save your LiPo battery. And finally, this is the instruction manual. Well, compared to the 2 other Eachine model I reviewed earlier, this one is much better. It's an English menu, and everything is clear with diagrams. Okay, the English is not bad at all, and you will find everything, and for example at the end the list of all the spare, the diagram scheme, and the list of the spare part, for example, and everything, all the parameters of the flying machine. So now let's focus on the quadcopter itself. So it's a next format. In order to give you size comparison, here is the Eachine 630. So this one is a little bit bigger, larger. Okay, so close to 20 centimeters according, in diagonal to close to 20 centimeters, and by side 30 centimeters. The weight with the camera included is close to 70 grams. So, it's not bad for a 6-motor flying machine. The motor are 7 meters by 20. Okay, the props are exactly the same that, for example, the Eachine 630 or the GXD 388. Okay, so they are efficient. If you can look closely, you will find 2 types of connector. The connector for the main connector, the power lead, in micro LED format, and also this small one with 4 wires. It's to power the camera module. Okay, so you have 2 screws there to remove the camera module itself. It's scaling close to 8 grams. Okay, and one good thing, and you can adjust the orientation of the camera module by turning this over this axis. Okay, so you have also a microphone there, and you insert the SD card by these directions. So on the top of this quadcopter, on the extremity of each arm, you will find some LEDs. Okay, so for the you have 4 white for the more central and rear part, and for the front part you will find 2 blue. Okay, I will turn on the quadcopter. It will be more safe. Explaining. So very nice LEDs, 2 blue for front and white for rear. Okay, and you have on the top a blue one. Okay, what I can say also, you will need to screw more than 12 screw to access to this SMD6. The arm seems to be quite solid, yeah, and you will find also some nice rubber feet to amortize landing. Well, on mine one was missing when I received it, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so the plastic seems strong, so I think it's very solid for shock and during crash, so it's good news. And well, let's now focus more on the transmitter. So here you have more or less a classic shape of the transmitter, more or less a kind of double toy, except that the central part is a little bit different. But and the switching button is not here in the central part, but on the rear panel part. So when you turn on it, you have this red LEDs. The left LEDs is flashing, so waiting for something. So here you will find the trimming button. Okay, here for the rudder, for example, for air round and elevator. Okay, here you will find 2 auxiliary buttons. So this aux1 is more associated to the photo and the camera module. So if you press one time short, you will take a snapshot pictures. Okay, and if you press briefly on this one, and if you press longly on this one, you will turn on the camera. Okay, to turn off the camera, press 2 times this aux1 button, and it will stop the camera module. Okay, this one is dedicated for the flipping button. So, well, if you press 1 time, you will activate the flipping. Okay, and after you have to indicate on the right stick which direction you want to flip. Okay, and this, if you press it longly, you will activate the continuous flipping. Okay, so it's good if you want to make more acrobatic figure. One thing is not written in the documentation. It's how to activate low mode and fast speed mode. Okay, so you have to I will turn on the transmitter. You have to push up the throttle trim. Okay, you need to arm first, and to return to low mode you have to push down the throttle trim. So here by default we are in low mode, and you press it, you are entering in high speed mode. Okay, so it's not written in documentation, but it's good. You have 2 rates modes for this quadcopter. Okay, so now I will start make a small demo flight indoors. So, well, I will turn on the transmitter. Okay, to bind, to harm the quadcopter, you have to push up and to push down. And now it's harmed. Okay, you have this green LEDs become solid, and it's spinning. Okay, so by default you are entering in the low mode. So let's go. So it's quite a bit noisy, but it's okay. It's like the yaw rate is good. Not being fantastic, but it's not bad at all. It's very smooth in a slow mode. It's very agile. I'm positively surprised. It's very good. Even with the camera module, it's okay. So now I'm entering in high-speed mode. So now the real rate is not proportional to the speed mode, it's the same, but now it's much more agile, as you can see. So, well, it's very good. It's, of course, 6-axis stabilized. So now no more problem that the former model, the first mini Quadcopter model that was sold maybe 6 months, 1 year ago, the RCgroup. This one is completely stable and no problem. It's banking well. I try outdoors. It's very efficient. So, wow, I like these flight characteristics. A little bit noisy, but it's okay. It's more or less in average of all these mini quad models. The other good news is concerning the radio protocol. Well, it's not completely good news, but it's close to use a Skywalker protocol. Well, a small variant of it. For example, if I choose in my profile menu of the Deviation TX the Skywalker protocol, and I of course bind the Quadcopter. Oops, sorry. I have to turn on again the Quadcopter. Okay. So now you can see I can buy the Quadcopter. So it's more or less okay. Just bad news that the two channels are mixed. For example, the yaw and the around. So you can fly it without problem. But as you can see, if I'm turning on the left and the right, the yaw rate is also activated. So I can fly, the yaw rate is working, but two channels are a little bit mixed. So it's just a small variation of the protocol to adapt. Oh, sorry. But it's okay. So it means that probably soon it will be deviated or used with a Deviation TX protocol. It's just a detail. So I will conclude this small unboxing and review. This is a very nice Quadcopter. Including a nice HD camera module. You will see on the video footage I did, the camera module is quite good for such a teeny size. I'm positively surprised. And well, of course the field of view is quite narrow, but it's not bad at all. I am estimating the field of view around 60-70 degrees. But it's already good. It's a 2 million pixel camera, so it's filming in HD ready format, so in AV format at the end. So it's very good and light camera module including, and the price is quite cheap, $60 for everything in RTF package is very good. So definitively it is a nice Quadcopter, the first one in mini size format. The radio protocol seems to be quite standard, so it's a good news. And well, the flying characteristic is great thanks to this 6-axis stabilization. You will see outdoors is quite fast, so well, it's a good model. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, subscribe my channel. Bye bye.